Hi, and today we'll be covering a Warrior general overview. We'll talk about the details of the functionality and setup of the different areas, being the classes, appointments, and workshops of the studio management software called Warrior. So just to get an understanding of who is a good fit, anyone in the fitness, health, beauty industries are typically who we are servicing. And if you have 1 to 3 locations, a good software for that. If you have more than those locations, you're probably looking for something a little more enterprise focused. Again, we offer classes, service appointments, and or workshops. And it's also got a functionality to handle a small number of products. Around 20 products or less is a good fit. We have an ability to manage your staff and their shifts for classes or for working for services and having appointments booked with them. And we also manage clients' memberships, their passes, attendance, signing up, your card payments, profiles, etc., and also a really good functionality on family members. So let's just talk about the different assets that are part of the platform. Includes the owner web portal, and this is your back end to set up everything and do all your scheduling and getting your reporting. There's a client mobile app and or web login, which allows them to create their account, control their information, find, favorite, and join studios, purchase passes, sign up, check in, etc., or to book and purchase service appointments, and if they wanted to purchase a product as well. On the client side, there's also a dedicated mobile app and a web login for them as well. Same functionality on both, and they can find and request to join one of the studios that are on the platform, manage their availability, manage class attendance, and also manage services. So let's take a look at what the platform has regarding the overall platform and what it looks like. So if you come to our website, you'll find that there's a login, and from here you can go to owner login. If you're a staff member, you can log in here, or a client, you would log in there. And we're going to show you the demo studio, and so this is just made up information, but it gives you a sense of what it looks like. So this is your home page. You can look at your classes, your appointments, or your workshops by selecting any one of those for the day. And if you did want to look ahead, you can look into the future and see what other classes are coming up. But it's mainly to look at today's information. If you needed to quickly search a client, you can look up a demo user as an example. Here's their profile information, date of birth, email, phone number, etc., emergency contact, whether they've signed the waiver or not. And if you wanted to add family members, you can do that here. You can see their details as well. So you can view the details of that person and their passes and edit those passes. You can go back to just looking at the regular family member as well. All right, so let's take a look at what we also have down the left-hand side, which is your main menu. You have your home page, which is today's information and what's happening today. A quick access to all your feature functionality that you might want to do in terms of adding or scheduling items. If you want to have a calendar view, which is very popular, you can look at both today's information, but also look at a week at a glance, and you'll be able to see what's coming up for the week. Or a monthly view, and you can see what days things are scheduled. And this is your class schedule here. So let's take a look on the 8th of, or let's look at March 1st, for example. So March 1st, we've got a small group class started, or booked on the schedule. It's at 7 to 8 a.m. If you click on the actual link, it'll open up the details to this particular class. Lots of things you can edit here: capacity, instructor, change the instructor for today or for all future classes. You can add a client by searching and putting them in. And if they don't have a pass, you can purchase one for them. You can see here which passes the studio has said are going to be valid for this particular class: a monthly membership, an adult membership, a small class pass for a day, or a punch card, like a 10 class or a single class. You can also update the number of classes remaining on the schedule and just click update, and it'll add more or subtract them from the calendar as well. So that's a view of the calendar view. You can also select and manage your view by report, so by class type, instructor type, or location. And then when you hit look for those informations, it'll sort the data and just show you those things. All right, so that's your class schedule. Very similarly, there's an appointment schedule. You can look at what appointments have come up in the past. 60-minute massage at 10:30 with Danny, or at 9 a.m. massage as well. So that's an example of seeing the classes. And again, you can see the details here and whether they've paid for it or not. And you can send a receipt right from email receipt to the client for any appointments that you've done as well. And there's a workshop schedule. You can see scheduled workshops that might be coming up. We had one this month. You can see that we had a dance class, and there was 3 Saturdays in a row that there was a dance class, and that was the workshop. And so if people signed up for that, you'd be able to see who signed up and whatnot. All right, so that's workshop calendar. And then, of course, there's shifts. So for staff who are working a shift for a service, let's look at next month. All right, so that's just the first left on here. We've got one instructor who's scheduled to work from 8:30 to 5:30 to do any personal training appointments that are in that day. And I'll show you how to book an appointment like that in a second. So those are all the different calendar views you can have in the system. There is a full reports tab here, and you can run a number of reports that you might need as well. To do any purchasing, so a customer that comes in and you want to make a purchase or book an appointment, here is where you would do that. To book a service, you start by finding out who the client is. Let's say that the demo user wanted to have a personal training session, and you wanted to do it with Rob. It shows Rob's available times, and these are the dates that are available, or times left for that day. So if I book in the demo user, I can see that I've got this appointment, and I can confirm it. It shows how much it is. And now that's on the schedule. Okay, so that's booking a service appointment. If you wanted to make a purchase, we can go here, again, pick a demo user. You could sell them a mat, a water bottle, maybe some food items, a rental of equipment, who knows? So there's all these different things I've just plugged in as a sample. You can also purchase the pass on their behalf right here. You would just simply say, okay, this person wants a 30-day adult monthly membership, and I can now go to my cart and see the items that they have. We only want one mat here. So this is your membership. This is the yoga mat we put in. We could check out, and in the checkout, we have the card on file, which means we could use a saved card. We could use manual keying in the name on the card number, expiry date, etc., and plug that in. Or we can choose other and then select your payment method. So if it was cash, maybe another point of sale system that's not integrated. If you were doing a series of activities and you sold a pass to them for those, so say 5 personal training sessions, you could say that you were paying for a personal training session using one of your pass items, and you could go in and select the pass and edit the number of remaining sessions left. If you used a gift card or a check or direct debit, all different options here, and then maybe just some details around that. All right, so that would complete the purchase, and then that would show up on our reports. Okay, so that's the shopping cart. Again, if you wanted to look at your client list, you can come here and see all of your clients. You can look at generating a report, a CSV file, and export the information so that you have the ability to upload them into some email marketing campaign. You can see whether they've been active in the last 2 weeks or not. And that's sort of the main functionality. How you set all of these things up is using our gear icon here. Full business setup. You start with a sort of a walkthrough of everything, which is adding your clients, adding your staff. You can then set up your classes, any workshops, shifts for booking appointments, any information about which rooms people are going to be working out in. And then things to sell. So you can sell passes, you can sell services, you can sell products, and then you can schedule them once you've created all of that. Lastly, we've got relationships with email marketing solution, and allows you to get 6 months free with our partnership from Constant Contact. If you need a merchant services account, we can offer that to you, but typically you'll already have one with Clover. And then lastly, just a bit of information about the Clover and QuickBooks accounting sync. And you can use that accounting sync to take all of your data about your credit card processing and sync it up with your QuickBooks account. So that's sort of the quick walkthrough. If you just wanted to find one item, like scheduling a new class, you've got it all listed here. So that's a quick overview of the desktop, and let's show you a bit of information about our mobile apps. Just going to log in here. All right, so from here, I'm going to show you what a user sees on the other side here. So this is our mobile app. You can tap on this. If you've already got a studio, such as the demo studio here that we were looking at, this is their mobile app view. They can call, find directions, email, mark as favorite. They get an address and information. If they tap on classes, they'll be able to see today's classes. Using the calendar, they can scroll forward and see classes and sign up for them. If they don't have a pass, they would be able to select a pass and purchase it right on the spot by pressing buy now, accepting terms of and conditions for any recurring passes, or they could add it to a cart and actually add more than one thing to buy at one time. And if they sign up, if they don't have a pass, it will tell them they need to purchase one. If they do have one, it'll take them right to the sign up page. Okay, so let's go back to instructors here. You can see information about the instructors that work at the studio. You can then look for services and see that, hey, I want to book that massage. Pick an appointment with Danny. Danny is available tomorrow. These are all the times available. I can select one, confirm that booking, and now I've got myself a booked appointment with that instructor. To see what that looks like from a report, so I can select my studio details and look for my appointments. And under that, I can see those appointments that I booked. One I booked online earlier, the other one I just booked now. And then I can go in here and take a look at the details. If I do cancel, it does have information about canceling and any cancellation information about the appointment. I can also look back at my past appointments as well, just from a filtering and looking at data. If I'm looking at my classes, I'd be able to see if I've signed up for any classes in the future. I can also look back at classes I've attended in the past. And then there's other things like my workshops, wait lists, my attendance, so my attendance records. And then I can also see all my past purchases, any services I might have paid for as well, and any products if I've purchased any products. So one of the features that is really used often with families is being able to make a purchase or book an appointment on behalf of a child or maybe a parent. So if I click the left arrow at the top here and I go back to the root menu, you can see there's a nice picture of our demo user here in the top left. If I tap the image, something pops up that says, oh, here are your family members. You've got a younger sister or you've got a younger demo user. Let's pick the younger sister. And now I'm using the app as if I was the younger sister. I can go to my studios. I can go in, find a class, and book an appointment or book a class with being this particular user. I have a pass already, so I can go in here and show you what it looks like to sign up. Quick COVID questionnaire and make sure that there's no information that we should be aware of regarding COVID. And now, because you can have more than one pass, you select which one you want. Auto-select it if you just have one. And oh, it's already full, so you just have to wait for that to happen. You can get on the waiting list if there was one. Otherwise, it would have signed me up and put me in. Okay, so that's a quick look at the family functionality, and it also works for any of the other features as well. So looking at my studios again, I can see if I have more than one studio that I use for the app, I can just select the one I like. And again, products, passes, workshops, etc. are all available on the home page. So that's the client menu. On the staff app, I've got my profile information, I've got my studios, I can go in and check my availability for the studio. I can see my studio details, which is my appointments, what's coming up. Again, I booked this online a minute ago. And then I can do things like workshops, appointments, shifts, and clients. If I'm trying to book a person in, I can select the class. I can see future classes quite quickly, and I can go here and add a client to it. That's the main functionality on the mobile app. So I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to hearing more from you if you're interested in our solution. And to answer more questions via email, please contact us at help or info@warriorsms.com.